anniversary live stream. I'm Octarina, and today I have a very special guest. I have Gerson, the game designer of Kingdom Rush Origins. How are you, Gerson?
Very well, thank you. Well, I'm not very fan of streamings, so you will probably never see me again in one of these, but okay, here am I.
It makes it even more special.
Yeah, Kingdom Rush Origins is very near my heart, so I'm glad to be here.
How does it feel that the game is 10 years old already?
Yeah. On one hand, it's wonderful. On the other hand, it made me feel a bit old.
Well, everyone in the chat is saying hello. They are very excited to see you. So shoot your questions in the chat. We're going to take a look at them. We have the first question already by Prahant. He asked, what was the biggest inspiration for Kingdom Rush Origins artwork?
Oh, for the artwork. Okay. It's not my area, but I flew the artist with Dungeons and Dragons references, especially for some of the most unusual creeps. For example, the Periton, that is a crazy creep, that is half deer, half wolf, half eagle, and some other animals. And when I explain, I describe it, the artists get blinker, and I flew them with Dungeons and Dragons references, most of all.
That's cool. Oh, Gerson is drinking mate.
Yeah.
Typical drink here in Uruguay.
I assume that everyone knows that we are here in Uruguay, and here it's very common to drink mate almost.
How much mate did you drink while making Kingdom Rush Origins?
I can say. I have drink probably a sea of coffee and a river of mate. Yeah.
Oh, Boduque has a question.
Okay.
What was the intended use for all 8 tower specializations in Origins? Blaze Singers, High Velvet Mage, etc.
Well, we need to remember that was the third Kingdom Rush, and at that moment we feel that it was very difficult to find new concepts that were not used. So my first idea was to try to create something that feels very unique, feels very different, and at the same time feels related to the theme, the Elven theme. So again, I dive into my Dungeons and Dragons old books and old magazines and start looking for inspiration. And there were several, especially for the Elven towers, there were a lot of very dear concepts for me, because I have played that kind of concepts in tabletop RPGs. So I don't know if I can tell tower by tower, but Blade Singers, for example, I played for almost 3 years a hero in tabletop RPGs. That was a Blade Singer, so it was very nice to have that in the game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fun fact for social media. I have this little presentation to share with everyone with some sketches of way back.
Yeah. Now that we have launched the 5 Kingdom Rush 5, and we are, I don't know, we have made dozens of upgrades. It looks like Kingdom Rush 3 is not a big deal, but at that moment we feel that we need to change something. We need. The 3 was like, oh, we did everything. What else can we do? So we have 2 vectors. One was the narrative and the world, expanding the world, but the other was mechanics, like the dynamics, adds things that weren't in the previous one,
Oh,
wasn't
speaking
easy.
of mechanics, here is one that was
Oh,
discarded.
oh, yes,
I
that
think no one thought it before.
it's a hidden mistake, a forgotten mistake. That was something that we did our best with Bunsen. Uh, we we thought about what if we create another currency, another economy that was mana to power our spells instead of cooldown, having a mana that we can use during the stage in a different way. And we tried and we tried and we tried and it didn't work. At a certain moment we realized that we weren't making a better game.
So it was
So,
more complicated,
yeah.
but it didn't.
Yeah.
So
More
yeah, this
difficult.
UI got discarded.
Yeah. Go to another option that we had. I was desperate to create something new for this game. It was my first experience as a lead game designer. So one part of my mind showed me that I need to create something unique for the Kingdom Rush. If not, the fans will see the same thing that they have played twice and they will hang me. And that was the why we try this mana thing, and we try another thing. I don't know if you have something about the stun spell.
I couldn't find it anywhere. There was this
We
slow
did
tower.
we did a good show erasing that from
Yeah.
from reality. Yes. We thought about changing one of our towers. So introducing a new concept that was the slow tower, the tower that instead of dealing damage was a support tower that you can use to create choke points without relying on barracks. So the tower works similar to barracks, but in a way was a barrack, in a way was a magic tower, and it was a disaster.
Too complex, maybe.
Yeah, it was called the Dryad Tower. She has a pond. The art was very beautiful. It's a pity that it wasn't fine.
Yeah, when I asked Juan, he told me there was a hard drive that got broken down. So this is like what I have in the presentation are like archaeological findings.
Yeah,
more sketches, original sketches.
that's were made by Agustin or Gonzalo. One
These
of the two.
were by at least Agustin shared it with me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I guess
It has
probably-
the look of Agustin Mox.
Yes. Oh, I have more questions for
Okay,
you.
okay.
What is your favorite boss fight in Origins? This is by Destroydan.
This is my favorite because of the wrong.
The wrong reasons?
Yeah, the wrong reasons. Because it was my greatest failure, and that proved my stubbornness. Because I want to create a boss that was small, okay, a small boss, and everyone told me that no, we need bigger bosses. I said no, it could be very fun to have a very small boss. Okay, it was a mess. I get crazy trying to balancing the Malicia boss fight. It was a crazy thing. And I don't know how many things I rebalanced that boss fight, and as a boss fight I hate it, but the stage itself I love it, and I remember that as a mark of my career to remember forever that we can't have small bosses.
Now I want a small boss. That would be cute.
Yeah. Every time I told that story to new designers when it comes to create bosses and say, hey, remember that we can't have small bosses. I know that they think the same thing. That is maybe I can. Ooh.
Yeah, more bosses. Oh, I have two questions by Lord Noximus. First one, he asks, who owns the Ancili Court, like the Dark Palace? He says the description of the level suggests it is some resting place for normal elves, but he thinks it looks Twilight style. So he's asking who is this court, and also he asks, how do you grow such a good beard? So,
okay. First one, yes. Here I get I catch some influence from Wall of Darkness, this tabletop RPG. At that moment, it was almost all my inspiration comes from that kind of games, and I have played a lot of times Changeling. That is a setting in Wall of Darkness that where you play a fairy, you play like a fairy or something like that, and they told a lot about the silly and the silly court, that the good and the evil fairies, and I take that concept and introduce that in Kingdom Rush as a way of good fairies and the good elves allies, the Sylvan elves allies, they join in the silly court, and they try to keep the forest going. And at the same time, there is this unseelie court that is the evil fairies and the Twilight elves, but they don't want to break the forest. It's another concept of good and evil. They just represent the evil part of the forest and the evil part of nature, if you can see that way. So that is the Ancili Court. Where is the Silly Court? I don't know. I never create that. Okay.
Wow, interesting.
And the beer, just time. Time for the beer and time for me.
That's cool. Oh, Boduk says, Malicia is such a wonderful boss in my opinion. What do you hate about it?
The dynamic of the boss. I imagine a boss fight in which when Malicia comes to the path and enter the combat, and you see her enter the combat, was an epic moment. What happened is that you stop seeing her. you stop seeing her. In our first tries, you even lose, and you don't know why, because Malicia starts walking and you start fighting in the middle, and Malicia goes away with another creeps, and she left the stage, and you never realize that. So that is why I hate it, because I wasn't able to create that experience that I had in my mind at that moment.
Yeah, so you wanted to be more impactful her entrance, a dramatic entrance.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried several things, but at a certain moment I realized that, it was good enough. It was a very good fight. It was fun. The mess that it is created, it's manageable, and that kind of manageable mess is fun too. So I put a stopping point there, and accept that Malicia fight will be that way. Okay. But I still want to do the other way. Someday.
Lorenzo asks, what was the hardest enemy to balance?
Well, again, I will take your question and twist it. The hardest thing to balance was the Griffon Riders on the Hygiena boss fight, the first boss fight. There are two Griffon Riders, and to be honest, if I wasn't able to catch that thing and throw it away without having Juan stabbing me for after all the time he needs to take to animate those things. I will do that because again it was very difficult to balance the when they appear, how much damage they do. In my mind, they will be something very, very, very amazing, awesome. The Griffon riders passing through the stage, launching bolts of magic through the path, and that was amazing in my mind. It was impossible to create that experience with these two poor Griffon riders. They do their best, but it wasn't enough. So that was the hardest thing to balance. But if taking your question right, we have a lot of problem with the red cap. The red cap was again a character I play in when playing Changeling, and it's very interesting, a very interesting character. But this capability of insta kill sometimes and sometimes no gives a very difficult element to balance, and it is tiny, very tiny. So it was very hard to create an enemy that create fears, that when you look at that small little creep coming through the path, you say, oh no, he will kill everything. But at the same time, that was manageable, and that it wasn't too easy to kill. I believe that it ends being a bit too easy to kill.
I think so. I think someone asked, how difficult do you think the game is compared to the other? How difficult you think Origins is compared to the other Kingdom Hearts games?
Okay, I believe that Frontiers is the most difficult one. I'm not sure, but maybe that's for me. But I'm pretty sure that Frontiers is the most difficult one. Then the first one, then the Origins. I believe that Origins is not so difficult. But here we have what happened was I balanced that, the Origins, I balanced that very difficult. Very difficult. It was hardest than Frontiers. And at certain moment, we realized when we start testing, I start testing with the rest of the team, that no one in the team was able to finish the pages.
Well, the developers can't finish it.
It was too much. It was too much, and especially the modes was unbelievable difficult. So what we did was lower the difficulty, and then we put up the difficulty again.
Yeah.
Okay, so we lower and higher the difficulty in times, and I believe that the final experience is just a bit easier than the Kingdom Rush 1, and of course Vengeance is the easiest one.
Yeah, I think fans would agree. But Lucas says Origins with impossible mode from a fresh save is harder than Frontiers in his opinion.
Well, again, originally I love that guy. I love that guy. I have never received so many insults that seeing players or colleagues playing levels with that guy. Because he ran and goes away, and each time one of these Bandersnatch go away, the tester look at me and say, "I hate you." It was a lot of fun. It was a really game changer creep, and I learned a lot from creating this guy. Impossible mode. The impossible mode came after release it. Originally, it doesn't have a impossible mode. So I was balancing. I was designing Iron Marines, and it comes the idea. Okay, we need an impossible mode. Okay, we have a couple of days. And okay, I remember Zero and I,
How many days did it
Uh,
take you
uh,
to make the impossible
three
mode?
or four.
Wow.
It was a massacre. Um, I don't. It doesn't come to my mind the name of one of you, one of the testers. That I don't know. I can't believe the insane amount of tries he did to complete all the stages and prove ourselves that.
It was actually possible.
Yeah. It was one that I surrendered and say, okay, I can pass this stage. And at the very moment I was about to change the balance, I can't remember the name of him. Say I was able to pass it. Okay, if you can pass it, we can leave it that way. So yes, I realized that was one mode. I don't remember the stage, but yes, impossible Kingdom Rush Origins impossible mode is uh, really a thing. It's
But
really
Luke says that beta tester was Brick.
No.
No?
No. There were more than one tester, but there was one that I received the reports from him, and it was like a tsunami of reports. I don't know how many tries he did for everything. I will remember that, and I will tell Pat to share with you, because that guy deserves
Medal.
at least a clap. Okay.
Yeah, what else we have? Some more enemy sketches.
That guy is very nice. The mushroom rider. When I present that creep, some of the team look at me. I'm pretty sure they thought that I became crazy. Because I was so excited, because we can have a very small gnome that is riding a carnivorous mushroom. it was really fun.
Oh, a lot of people in the chat are asking who is the red dragon on the mountain in the Origins map? Do you have a recollection?
That is our second most precious secret, so I will not reveal it.
Oh, top secret.
Someday.
Someday you'll know.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, cool enemy sketches.
One day we need to create a game only with sketches. Yeah, it could be great. It's awesome. I was playing at that moment. I don't know if I was playing yet still, or I have just stopped playing. A draw character that is a dark elves in Dungeons and Dragons setting. There was a character that was a cleric that used that kind of very weak whip, and that the image I always had from that character was the inspiration to this one, and it's very nice. The idea, I really like that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, we're like. Well, here we have another sketch.
Oh, the editing. This one is very interesting, because they discuss each head with the other. Originally, we tried to create an even more fun character that he stab on the other face, and then put the eyes on the finger in the eyes, and things like that. But we at a certain moment we need to reduce the amount of craziness, because it was too much. But it ends being a very interesting tank with a unique mechanic that gets tuned from time to time. That's very interesting.
Oh, I
like
have another question, also by Lord Noximus. What happened to Anil, Impossible Twilight villain, Malicia's sister? I'm not sure.
you have made me remember that. I have completely forgot it. Okay. My honest answer is we don't know. We don't know what happened to her, but as it was completely forgotten, and now you have returned that character to us. Probably we will introduce that in some future update, and we need to explain why nobody remember that character.
Surely doing something evil very far away.
Yeah.
Plotting. Oh, I think this is the last slide that we have.
That was the guy I was talking about, the red hair one, the red cap one. It looks like her, but it's not her. It's like a cap. It was very nice, that one.
Okay, so if you want to ask Gerson something else, now's the time. We checked out
I'm
all the
about to vanish, so
now's the time. Or,
now's the button.
I'll share a few more questions with you, and then you're free to go, and we can start with the trivia.
Yeah,
That was fun. Iris helped me prepare the questions. It starts easy, and then it gets progressively harder.
hey.
Why did Origins never receive a Halloween level?
I don't have a real reason for that, but at that moment it happens to us that it was the first time the team split. Until that moment, all the company works on one project. When we start creating Origins, some part of the company, especially the three founders, the three directors, and some of the company start working on prototyping and something that will spark later Iron Marines. But at that moment, we always work on one project at a time, and at certain moment, the prototyping of that game stops, and all the company, we were far few at that moment, we all put our minds on Origins, because if not, we will never end and release that. It was a lot of work to do. But after that, we split. The company split in several projects. So what happened was that there were a few colleagues that were in charge of creating upgrades for Kingdom Rush Origins. They were very few, and they needed to choose very carefully which updates they will do. They never realized to do a Halloween one, because they later moved from Kingdom Rush Origins to another project too. So that's a complicated but more true answer.
Okay, I have one final question.
Okay.
Gerson, do you think Bessnan was a good guy and a friend with Dennis in Kingdom Rush Origins? Are the community still arguing about it?
Okay.
If they were friends, and they were separated them by destiny? What's your take?
Okay, Bessnan is a good guy. Well, not a good guy, but okay. He's not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. He's looking for power. That was the main motivation for Bessnan. Everything he does is for power, to become more powerful. So this is looking for knowledge, looking for power that moves him to do what other people are not willing to do. So that way he's evil, but at that moment he's not corrupted. So he's willing to do bad things in order to get power, but he's loyal to Lineria, and he's loyal with his friend.
So he's Dennis is his friend.
Yeah, he's his friend. He's
Oh.
his friend, of course.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were young and they were they rely on each other. One has the power and the charisma, and the other has the power and the knowledge. So they combine very well. But after the corruption of the Shem, Bessnan not only keeps his hunger for power, but also starts corrupting a bit, and that is a path that goes to Kingdom Rush 1
And ongoing.
later. Yeah, something more maybe.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
I
Thank
need
you
to
so
go.
much. for
Oh,
joining us.
it was very fun and very interesting to remember and go back in time and remember the developing of this game, because for me it was really amazing, the opportunity, the challenge, and the result in the end. So I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did when making it.
I'm sure the community loves it. So
Okay.
thank you for joining us. Bye, Gerson. And I
Bye,
will
bye.
be back in a moment with the trivia. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, I was mute on the microphone. So I'm back. You know how this trivia goes. It's the same as the one we did last time. All you need to do is to type in the chat the option. You can either write the number 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can write the whole thing if you prefer. So you just type it in the chat, and we will have about 40 minutes of trivia. It starts easy and then it gets progressively harder, okay? Thank you for joining the trivia. I hope you liked that little chat with Gerson. I think it's so much fun hearing from the lead game designer himself. He has so much to share, and I'm surprised of some things that he just shared with us that I didn't know, like how most of his characters are based on Dungeons and Dragons, and some are his own characters when he plays tabletop RPGs. So that's a neat detail. So is everyone ready? Remember, you have to type the option in the chat. We will start with a warm-up, a very easy one, and then it will get harder. And yes, as Vincent just said in the chat, the first answer is the one that counts. If then you change it, it won't count. So think carefully before you answer, because you can't change it afterwards. But also keep in mind that you don't get more points for answering fast. It's not like a hoot. So it's the same if you take the 40 seconds to reply, or if you reply in just 1 second. You get the same amount of points. Okay, here we go. First one is super easy, okay? And we're just warming our engines. 4, you know how this goes? For the who? For the queen, for the king, for the Dark Lord, for the alliance. Yeah, you can type 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can write the queen or the king. Yeah, I see everyone's getting this one right. Technically all of them, says Fastus the Cool, the winner of the previous trivia. Yes, but it's Kingdom Rush Origins, so we all know it's for the queen, right? Here we have it. Lots of people got it right. Few people voted for the king. For the alliance, yeah, well, that's another game. Yeah, it's very similar to the Halloween trivia. We're using the same app, but we changed the questions. And we have the next question coming up. This one is also an easy one, I think. Which was a fan-made hero? Rexon, Lynn, Lilith, or Kata? Kata? Kata. Yeah, but look, it's cool. I I really wanted to do trivia, but I found it hard with the amount of people that want to join. And then I found this, and it requires a little subscription, I think. But it's fun. I like that you can all reply from the YouTube chat, and you don't have to go to another place to reply. Okay, let's see. What's the fan-made hero? Computing answers. But it's Lilith. We all know that, right? Yeah, most of you knew that. This is called live reacting. That's the software. That's the one. Okay, in 8 seconds we have the next question. Remember, these are all starting easy because it will gradually get harder and harder, okay? Where does Aleria fly to request aid from? Does she fly to Bardul, Niroma, Linirea, or Hammerhold? Oh, I see different answers in the chat. Still, we're just warming up. Iris ranked all these questions in difficulty from 1 to 5. Right now we are in difficulty number 1. We are playing casual. So let's see, the correct answer is Linirea. And yeah, most generals got it right. Very few people answered the other options. No one said Hammerhold. Yeah, the comic has the answer for this one. It's in the very beginning of the game. Let's see. We have next question coming in 0 seconds. Okay. Which Kingdom Rush Origins towers appears in Kingdom Rush Alliance Undying Fury? You all should know this one, right? It's a very recent update. Sorry, I shouldn't have said it's casual. I should say it starts easy. It starts in casual. Then we will level up to normal, and then we'll go to veteran, and there will be some impossible level questions in the end. So yeah, it's very recent, but you need to have played Alliance to be able to answer this. Yes, it's the Weirwood. Let's see how many people answered correctly. Yeah, mostly everyone. And F for F, who was the only one to reply Stone Circle. Oh, we have Alex. Hi, Alex. Welcome to our little trivia. It's okay. You can still win. I think the winner of the previous trivia also started quite late and still won. What's the HP of Bessnan's demon on level 0? We are still in difficulty number 1. It's still on easy mode. Okay, I see the answer is quite unanimous. It's kind of given away by the... Yeah, by the demon name on it, right? Yeah. 666, the number of the beast. 50 plus people answered correctly. Pay to win question. Okay. We have the next one coming up. What color is the Twilight Scourger whip? Yellow, purple, red, green? Oh, I see different answers now. Okay, let's see how you did with this one. This is the last of level 1 questions. Now we're moving to level 2, okay? So they will be a little bit harder from now on. The correct answer was yellow. A lot of people said purple, and I know why you said that. It was a tricky answer because their outfit is purple, but the whip is not. Yeah, and now we are moving to normal difficulty, okay? So we are stepping up. The questions from now on are level 2 questions. Oh, bye, Boduk. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. What is a Null's favorite siege weapon? The catapult, the trebuchet, the ballista, or the cannon? What will it be? These all sound pretty much the same to me. Like same words for the same. Different word for the same thing. Okay, I see most people answered 2. But the actual answer is catapult. So yeah, it was 2. You're doing great. Next question is more of a lore question. I think it's something we shared way back in the day on those Ironhide blog posts. Here, Eridan and Aleria are siblings, lovers, crushers, or cousins. What are they? They look quite similar. And I love how we are getting mixed answers now. Let's see. And they are crushes, so they liked each other, but nothing came out of it in the end. They didn't have a chance, they didn't confess their attraction to each other, so yeah, they are just crushes. They are not siblings. And not lovers, at least not yet. Don't stress about getting one question wrong. We have 43 questions, so one question won't ruin you. How many years before Bessnan's war on Linerea are the game events? So Kingdom Rush Origins events. Is it 30 years in the past, 20 years, 50 years, or 100 years? How much time has passed since Kingdom Rush 1, basically? Okay, I see everyone is more sure about this one. And yeah, it's 30 years. Makes sense, right? We see young Denas and young Bessnan, and then you see them like a little bit older in the other games, but they are still alive. So yeah, that's great. Some people also answered 20 years, which could also be the case, but it's 30. Yeah, I'm not sure where this is confirmed, but it must be somewhere. Maybe it's on the game's description. It's in the wiki for sure. What is Bruce innate? Is it sharp claws, regeneration, king's roar, or grievous bite? We are still in level 2 difficulty, so normal difficulty, let's say. I see lots of people answering sharp claws, lots of people answering regeneration, and the right answer is regeneration. That's like his passive. See, now we are split. Questions are getting harder and harder. Yeah, 43 questions. And we are in question number 10. So we still have quite a few to go. So, what is Kingdom Rush Origins game engine? Unreal, Unity, Godot, or Cocos 2D? This one, I think it's a bit more technical. More technical. So some people say Cocos, some people say Unity. And yeah, the answer is Cocos. Cocos 2D. It's a little customized version of that game engine, but it's based off that one. It's not Unity. It's good. You can just try to guess. You have a 25% chance of getting it wrong, so that's not bad. Yeah, and it gets more challenging. It gets more challenging. 2 seconds for the next question. Which of these shop items is not on Kingdom Rush Origins? Wait. Oh, sorry. I messed up this one. The answers are wrong. Please, sorry. Never mind this one. I wish I could skip it, but I can't. So it looks like the answers are from the previous trivia. I'm sorry, guys. So this is not like the answer was meant to be chill wand, and I had like other shop items, but I don't know. No, I guess it's a wild card. Yeah, sorry. Oopsie. Oopsie whoops. Yeah, sorry. Okay, bye, like Dark Lord. Yeah, sorry. Well, yeah, some people got it right. Congratulations. It was a little bit laggy when I was setting it up. None of the above. Yeah, it was unfair. I'm sorry. Oh, look, now we have the right question. Which of these shop items is not on Kingdom Rush Origins? And I gave it away. But take your guess. Yeah, sorry about previous question. I feel so bad about it. Maybe we could give some extra keys. Okay, this one is the right one. And yeah, the answer is the chill wand. Yeah, whoops. I thought that since this question was meant to be the last one, it was not going to be here, but it was. Surprise, surprise. Well, most got it right. You're listening to what I say. That's cool. We're still in level 2, level 2 difficulty. An unblockable enemy without an encyclopedia entry. On Kingdom Rush Origins, of course. So that's the sheep, the hyena, the gloomy, or the bunny. Okay, mostly everyone is answering bunny, and that's correct. That's true. But I think this one was a bit easier. Yeah, very few people voted sheep. Yes, trick question. It gets trickier as we get further into the trivia. Are we going to create a third part of the board game? I don't know. You need to let Lucky Duck Games know, the makers of the board game, know that you're looking forward to that. How many times can you receive the Shroom Game Gold reward? Unlimited, 3 times, 10 times, 1 time. Okay, everyone is answering unlimited. One. Oh yeah, you were all right. The answer is unlimited. You can do that as many times as you want. We still have 2 more questions with this difficulty. Number 2 difficulty. I hate the stage with the Shroom game because every time I wasn't playing the game, I felt like I was wasting my life and wasn't on the grind. It's okay, you don't have to be always on the grind, you can chill. It's a cute little cartoon game. Who is the one who knocks? Ras and Rags, Heisenberg, Durax, or Braveheart? Is this one too easy? I don't think that the leaderboard shows the people that answered first. I think it just shows randomly. So if you want to be with your name and your avatar there, it's just a matter of luck. Because I don't think the people that are shown first in the answers are the ones that answered first. I think it's just random. Yeah, Durax, almost everyone answered correctly. Well, answering Heisenberg is also correct, but not for Kingdom Rush Origins. So Crystal Elemental. Yeah. What type of magic do high elven mages study? This one, Iris came up with this one, and he told me he started thinking of a fun answer, and then he made the question to include it, which I think is hilarious. Won't anyone answer quesadilla? Yeah. Little tricky, yes. I think in the previous trivia we also had a question which was several spellings of basil. There you have it. Tel Kesir. My personal favorite is Tel Quesadilla. Oh, we are now on 3-star difficulty. So now we are on veteran difficulty, let's say, okay? Who narrates the story of Kingdom Rush Origins? Someone is telling this story. Who is it? Bessnan, the General, King Denas, or Aleria? Now we are on level 3 difficulty, so it's getting harder and harder, or it should be at least. And the correct answer is King Denas. You can see, I think it's in the beginning comic, he's writing the story as if he's telling it to the history books. So yeah, he's a prince, but in the comic you can see him as king, like way older. Yeah, it's in the comic. He's writing it down. Yeah, time to revisit the comics. Okay, let's see if you paid attention. Who was Kingdom Rush Origins lead game designer? Alvaro, Pablo, Juan Andrés, or Gerson? Okay, yeah, this one, it was hard, but then we included said person on this stream, so it's no longer a very challenging question, if you paid attention to this stream at least. And yeah, the answer is Gerson. We had him in the beginning of the stream. Mostly everyone answered right. That's cool. I am really in awe of how you can stay up and commit to doing the daily Juan Andrés count. Like, that's determination. You really stick with it. Commitment. Which of the following mountains are not in Kingdom Rush Origins? So watch out, because they are not in Kingdom Rush Origins. So the one that is not. Yeah, I'm sorry if the bot doesn't pick up. Maybe wait a few seconds after the question is out to share the question. To share the answer, I'm sorry. Okay, everyone got it right. Ember Spike Mountain. I thought this one was going to be more challenging. Okay, next question in 5, 4, 3, 2. Eridan and Arivan are half elf and half what? Warriors, gnomes, dwarves, or druids? Okay, everyone is answering druids. Yeah, that was the right answer. I thought this one was going to be more difficult. You all nailed it. Wow, only one incorrect answer. I think this is one of the most unanimous answers we had in the entire game. Yeah, I'm very surprised people know this. Maybe it was that the other questions, the other possible answers were not really likely. Like maybe, of course, they are not gnomes, and they are kind of warriors, but not in the traditional sense. Maybe if instead of gnomes or dwarves, we had put something more difficult. Okay, I think this one will be more challenging. How many spider enemies are there in the game? There are so many. The arachnophobes playing Kingdom Rush Origins must have a very hard time. Because there are a lot. The correct answer is 6. We have the sword spider, web spider spider, spider brood, son of Mactans, Drider, and the spider goddess. That's 6. And you all guessed it. You know a lot about the game. I'm surprised. Oh, we have Shy Guy. Hi. Yeah, lots of spiders. Yeah, could be. But we didn't have that option. What can Sorcerer Stones not do? Heal allies, freeze enemies, fire lasers, or boost tower damage. Remember, it's what they can't do. So, heal allies. Is everyone so sure? Okay, someone answered fire lasers. Oh, you know a lot about the Sorcerer Stones. Yeah, it's heal allies. You're really nailing this competition. It will be a very close result in the end, I think. Next question. Who says I will have my vengeance? Is it Bessnan, Gerson, Kata, or Arivan? You love the voice lines, that's cool. Yeah, we need to make another art competition. We are already planning another one, so don't worry. Yeah, this one was easy. It was meant to be a hard question because we were on the veteran difficulty. We are on veteran difficulty at this point. Perhaps you all are very good. You know a lot about the game. The level is very high in this competition. Yeah, many voice lines in our heads. Okay, now I have the next question. I think it's very tricky because you get confused with the other games. Yes, you can do pixel art in the art competition. We love pixel art. Okay, which is not a quote from Kingdom Rush Origins Reinforcements. Not a quote, so you have to cross the odd one out. To battle, swords ready, reinforce, or incoming. Which is that they don't say. And I find this one so hard because I get it mixed up with all the other reinforcements from all the other games, which say pretty much the same. You think that was easy? Okay. You guys clearly played a lot of hours of Kingdom Rush Origins because you guessed it right. It's to battle. That's the one they don't say in Kingdom Rush Origins. We have 2 more questions in this difficulty level, and then we will go up another level. It will get a bit more challenging. What does the team have in mind for the next art competition? Well, it's going to be something related to the upcoming DLC. So I can't share much yet, but you'll see soon. How many mushroom type enemies are there? In Origins, of course. Four types, 3 types, 2 types, 1 type. Well, Gerson was telling us about a fungus mushroom type enemy on the stream. It was pretty fun hearing it from him. How everyone in the team thought he was crazy for coming up with those silly ideas. Yeah, it's 3 types. It's Boomshroom, the Moonshroom, and the Fungus Breeder. They are so hard to pronounce. Yeah, it's 3. Will there be competitions like program something? How would that look? I'm not a programmer myself, so I have no idea how to conduct a contest of that kind. Where is George of the Jungle? Where can you find him? In the waterfalls, in the royal gardens, Redwood Stand, or Griffon Point? Everyone is answering the same. Redwood Stand, you're all pretty sure about it. And yeah, you're all right. It's Redwood Stand. Okay, now we are moving to the 4-star difficulty. So it's getting more challenging now. So in the next question, we will go up 1 level. And so for all those who are complaining that the questions were too easy, let's see how you do now with the level 4 questions. Yes, let's go. First level 4 question. Which singer is referenced twice in the achievements? Mick Jagger, Freddie Mercury, Elvis Presley, or David Bowie? Expert tier, connoisseur of Kingdom Rush Origins. Yeah, for people asking about an update, I'm sorry, but there is no anniversary update. But you will have news of Alliance coming update very soon, like super soon. Like we'll drop a teaser right after this live stream ends. So, oh yeah, most of you got the answer right. It was Freddie Mercury. Yeah, because we have the achievements. It's a kind of magic, and we are the champions. So those both are Freddie Mercury songs, and he's also in the achievements icon. Okay, what boss respects you for choosing to die fighting? Is it the Spider Goddess, High Hyena, Goliath, or Brim the Beheader? Okay, you're answering Bram the Beheader. He doesn't look like a very respectful person, but yeah, he does respect you for choosing to die fighting. So he has a little bit of honor. That's right. Do you plan to establish a studio outside of Uruguay? I don't think that's in the plans. Like we are growing, but we are still growing here inside Uruguay. And yeah. Which hero was inspired by World of Warcraft? Sin, Lin, Durax, and Denas. Yeah. I think this little trivia piece, it's in the wiki, and it was inspired by a race in World of Warcraft. We are in question 30 out of 43, so only 13 questions to go. The right answer was Sin, like the panda. It's based on this very cute panda race on World of Warcraft. Yeah, those, exactly. Okay, which is a real barracks star upgrade in Kingdom Rush Origins? I have toughness training, iron will, expert tactician, and courageous stand. It's getting harder, I told you. You didn't believe me, you said it was too easy, now look at you. Yeah, I mean, some of these are so hard. Yeah, and it's expert tactician. That's the right answer for this one. Let's see how many people got it right. Wow, still most people. Most of our generals here. guessed correctly. Now we have 12 more seconds for the next question. How many named Twilight elves are there in Kingdom Rush Origins? 4, 3, 5, 7. What is it? I think it's confusing that you have to type 1 for 7, 2 for 6, 3 for 5, and 4 for 4. Well, at least 4 is 4. That's cool. Okay, see lots of people answering 2, which is 6. The right answer is actually 5. Because we have Rexon, Malicia, Bachne, Lin, and Aniel. I'm butchering these names. They're so hard to pronounce. But yes, it's 5. I mean, you could have the game in front of you and check, or literally the wiki, if you're fast enough. Alex is going rogue and just replying whatever. But this is hilarious. What's the rarest achievement on Steam? That's the achievement that fewer people get, right? Wildfire Harvest, No Pain, No Gain, Pest Control, or the Banner Saga. Everyone is answering Wildfire Harvest. Some people say Pest Control, but yeah, the right answer is Wildfire Harvest. That's the one where you have to throw 1,000 burning nuts. And only 5% of players on Steam have it. Yeah, very grindy achievement. Which enemy is immune to most instant kills? Shadow Champion, Raisin Boar, Ogre Mashi, Bandersnatch. Immune to most instant kills. We have less than 10 questions to go, so we are near the end. Oh, and we have Polix. Hi, Polix. You're a bit late, but you can still have fun with us in the anniversary trivia. Let's see what people answered. The right answer here was Shadow Champion. Oh, and most people got it right. Guys, it's 3, trust. Yeah, we're doing a 10-year anniversary trivia. Kingdom Rush is 10. We had Gerson earlier on the stream. He answered some questions. It was very fun, but he couldn't stay for the trivia. He's a very busy man. Okay, next question. Which creature does not appear in Kingdom Rush Origins? Sheep, deer, crane, or bunny? Okay, everyone is saying sheep. Sheep, and yeah, that's correct. We don't have any sheep, any of the iconic Kingdom Rush sheep in Origins. We have deer, we have crane, we have the bunnies. No sheep. Guys, it's the deer. Come on, says Alex. Maybe after you blow them all up, you can say there are no deer. Well, which of these can Braybark not use in Kingdom Rush Origins? Remember the not, that's important. Springs up, pulling vines, nature's wrath, or branch ball? What's going on with the YouTubers trying to mislead the answers? Being like, bro, trust me. Think for yourselves. Use your brain, or I don't know, just make it up. Let's see. It's pulling vines. Most people got it right. It was close, but it was the majority still. Now we have the last level 4 question before we increase the difficulty again. So in 2 seconds, 1 second, let's see how you do with this one. How many stage towers are there in Kingdom Rush Origins? You know the stage towers, the one that you only find in specific levels? How many of them are there in Origins? Are there 5, 6, 7, 8, 1,000, 100,000? And the correct answer is actually 7. 7 stage towers, because we have Awak Hut, Fairy Dragon, Gnome Garden, Dragon Nest, Young Bersad, the Renegade Post, and the Bastion. So that's 7. Wow. Not many people got this one right. It's challenging because there are so many. Yeah, it depends on what we count as tower, but on the wiki you can see you can see all the stage towers. Okay, what tower attacks the fastest on Kingdom Rush Origins? Is it the High Elven Mage, the Golden Longbows, the Archdruid Henge, or the Arcane Archers? Oh, destroyed and set by... Oh, why is it a joke? Okay. Yeah, it's a tricky question. But actually, in the short range mode, longbows fire faster than the arcane archers. It's 0.7 seconds versus 0.8, 1 millisecond difference. Okay, we are on difficulty, impossible difficulty, number 5 difficulty, 5 stars difficulty. What do happy gnomes enjoy eating? Nuts and berries, mushrooms and roots, honey and biscuits, cream and porridge. We are getting into culinary gnome cuisine. I think it's actually one of their skills. It's cream and porridge. It's the name of one of their abilities. So that's what they like to eat. And Alex and Shy Guy got it right. So I don't know if they wanted to get it wrong and accidentally got it right, but you got it right. Congratulations. Yeah, 5 stars. 5-star difficulty. The next question, I think it's quite challenging too. Oh, we have Boduk. Hi, hi. What hero is named after the daughter of one of the developers? Lynn, Lilith, Kata, or Alerian? Okay, let's see. This one I think it's hard. And the right answer is... It's Kata. And actually, Kata is the name of Gerson's daughter. You know Gerson, the one, the lead game designer, the one that was here earlier. Yeah, I met her once, so I can say I met the real Kata. Only for true fans, yeah. This one is only when you read the trivia on the wiki, I think. Yeah, now we are on impossible difficulties. So, which of these is a real Bastion quote? The others are not. Trust or aim, gotcha, be vigilant, or ready, willing, and able. It looks so tiny on that box. It barely fits. I don't know why the app does this, that some texts are huge and the others are so tiny you can barely read. Okay, I see answers all over the place. And the right answer was ready, willing, and able. Number 4. Most of you got it right. And we have, I think it's two more questions. Two more. We are almost done with this trivia. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun making it. What is Grutzlang? We don't know. A forest spirit, a fake creature, or a crystal serpent? Follow my lead, everybody. We have leaders in the chat. That's hilarious. It's too hard because we are on the impossible mode of the trivia. When we started, we had easier questions, and now that we are near the end, the questions are super hard. So don't blame yourself if you don't know the answers. I sure didn't know the answers to many of these if I didn't have like the wiki and the game on hand. Yeah, we don't know what this creature is. It's a mystery. Yeah, you never heard of it. The Gunslang. Yeah. And we have one final question. I think it's the last one. And this one, it's going to be a bit more random for you to answer. Alliance's upcoming new hero, redacted, you don't know the name yet, references this Kingdom Rush Origins feature in their design. So you don't know the hero yet, but you can try and guess which element of Kingdom Rush Origins the upcoming hero of Alliance will have. Spider eggs, magical plants, blood Sidian, or the Awok Hat. And the right answer, spoiler for the upcoming Alliance hero, it's magical plants. So now you know something about the upcoming hero. You will see more about them very soon. You will hear about the upcoming update like tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. We will be sharing a trailer for that update super soon. I was thinking of showing it after this stream, but I kind of wanted to keep it themed around Origins. It deserves its own stream. It's 10 years after all, so yeah, I thought it would be worth having the celebration. Okay, we have the winners. 36 points and 37 points. Let's see if I can read. It's too tiny here on my screen. Faustus, is that the name? Then we have Mr. Devil and Durian. Wow, great, you did amazing. So congratulations. Please DM me on Discord. That's Octarina on Discord. If you don't have Discord, I know most of you do, but if you don't, you can try emailing or DMing on social media anywhere. I'm going to read it anyway, so that's fine. Please reach us. If you are in the US, we can arrange to send you your prize, which is a t-shirt with the art, the new art that we made for Kingdom Rush Origins 10th anniversary. But if you're not in the States, we can give you keys for all our games. So let us know what prize you prefer. Congratulations to the winners. Like, this was a super hard trivia, so big congrats to everyone that's here on the leaderboard. You did great. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the little chat with Gerson and the questions that we prepared for this stream. Kingdom Rush Origins has a very special place in our hearts. It's a beautiful game, and well, thank you for being here with us through all these years, like 10 years and more. Kingdom Rush wouldn't be the same without its community. So you're all amazing. Yeah. So the top. Oh, I didn't change it. It's still spookiest generals. So I guess you're still spooky. It should be, I don't know, most original generals. Anyway, so thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for being so fun and staying through all this game, which was super long. Plus the interview with Gerson, like, you guys rock. Thank you so much for being here. Here for 10 more years for Kingdom Rush Origins, and yeah, stay tuned for the upcoming trailer of Alliance's new update. Just a little teaser that I'm letting you know it's coming. So keep an eye open for that. Oh, thank you for it. I love the Queen Octarina thing. I need to get a crown. So, bye-bye. See ya. Thank you for joining. I love to read. You had fun with this. Thank you, Shy Guy. Thank you, Alex. It was so fun seeing you troll in the chat and misguide everyone. So hilarious. We even had mind games. We had everything this anniversary. So yeah,